Namaste, good morning, and welcome. We have Jerome visiting with us, and it's so nice to have him here. And so we were just talking about some issues about the issue of getting married on this path and the joys of that. And when reality hits. And there's always the complication with when you have a spouse that's not on the path. Well, why can't I come stay at the Renunciate house? Why am I being judged? Why am I not allowed? Because people that are coming to the Renunciate house, they're all initiated into the path. And people are sitting here to do their practices. They're doing meditation. They're doing, openly the practices. And if you're not if you're not initiated, this is why we tell you to do the practices with the earphones on, because it can affect them. So it's nothing personal against anyone why we don't allow them to be here. I had another person that wrote, that's on YouTube, just wanted to come visit. And I said, no, you're not an initiate on this path. This is not a bed and breakfast place. It's not a hotel. It's not a bed and breakfast place. It's for the sadhakas on this path. Now, of course, you'd be more than welcome to come to satsang. But as far as coming to stay and just using the facilities, this is not a retreat center where you can just get a room and then you wander around the facilities and do whatever you're going to do. This is very path specific here. So why I counsel people, if you are really 100% focus is to realization and you're not married, don't get married. And the reasoning for that is, it's not that I have anything against marriages. I don't have anything against marriages. They're great if you're going to be in the world. If your focus is on having children, being in the world, being a success in the world, then that's all well and good. But if your focus is to reach realization, then you need to have 100% of your focus. And in a marriage, you do not have 100% of your focus. Is that true or not?
Yes.
That's true. Because what happens is when you're in a relationship, 99.9% of the relationships are built on codependency. You are my world. You are my other. I had somebody write the other day, oh, my twin flame. There is no twin flame. You are not half, and you need somebody else to make you whole. And so that's what people have. They have somebody else. I need somebody else that's going to tell me how wonderful I am and make me secure, so I don't have to face myself. And it all sounds lovely that I'm going to have a partner and this and that. But when your directions are radically different, and one is wanting to head towards realization and going within themselves, and by going within yourself to let go of the world as being an objective ideology, then your focus is 180 degrees away from each other. Their focus is on party, friends, what I can get in the world, duality. I want to have better duality. And your focus is on, I'm letting go of the duality. I want to find what's beyond that. I want to find out what's prior to that. And so this is why the path becomes like a jealous lover to them. Because the further you go on the path, the less you'll want to hang out with the old friends, the less you want to engage in the old drama. Yeah? Right or wrong?
Right.
Yeah. So things are shifting in your world. You want more simplicity. whereas the partner wants more complexity. You want to be more within and sit in quiet contemplation. And then the partner begins to feel threatened. Well, why are you not communicating with me any longer? Why am I not the center of your world? Why don't you want to go out and party anymore? Why don't you want to go out and, you know, run to Disneyland or whatever it is, you know? Yeah. And they start getting threatened. If they are not secure within themselves, they begin to get threatened because things are shifting. And they get into a marriage because they don't want things to shift. I want to have a marriage that's the center point of my life, that I can count on and depend on to remain the same as a support to my ego. Okay? And if you're serious on this path, you're not about supporting their ego. Because so can you see where the difficulty comes in?
Yes.
With this? Yeah. So people think I have something against marriage. I don't have anything against marriage. But it's not the most beneficial thing on this path, unless you happen to have a couple like Sanjana and Samik that recently got married, and they're both 100% dedicated to the path. And they're so dedicated to the path, they're asking about becoming renunciates and having a celibate marriage. That's the way it works. Because their focus is both in the same direction. Okay? They're both going in the same direction towards realization. And the practices are number one. Okay? Yes, they're supportive of each other, but they're supportive of each other to do the practices and to let go of the world and to let go of the drama, not needing to support the other person's drama. So the focus is 180 degrees in a different direction. Admittedly, we won't have a lot of these type of couples.
Yeah.
If it's going to be a couple, that's the ideal. Yeah. Then you can be an aid to the other, you know, because you both will be in quietude. One is giving seva to the other. The house is in quietude. It's like having the renunciate house. Okay? That should be the ideal of the ideal married couple that are both walking the path. Yes, it's possible for them to become renunciates, but they have to commit to celibacy. And it would be wonderful to have some couples on the path that can be a guide and a light to other couples. But when you're in the situation that you're married to somebody that's not on the path, then there's going to be complications that come up. And you cannot always assuage their angst that's going to arise.